How you doing, folks? So today I gotta grease up my engine. I usually do it like about once a year, and this is the grease that I use. It's marine grease, and there's all the applications. Since the engine sits a lot in water when I'm fishing, you need a grease that can hold up to the water and that got flushed out, or else you waste your time and you're gonna just wear and rust up other parts if you don't use the right grease. So at least once a year, especially like when fishing season's here, I usually grease it up. So go ahead and get your favorite grease gun, load it up. In this case, this is the one that I use. Make sure you get the right tip. Load it up and get to work. All right, folks. So you gotta look for the nipples. You got one here, two over here, one's at the bottom. I don't know if you guys can see it. Should be right over here somewhere. I gotta tilt the engine back down to get to the second grease on the other side over here. But you got one there, one there. You got yourself one over here. And it'll be the same thing on the other side. You're gonna have one there, one at the bottom over here. All right, guys. So what I do is I get a rag and I clean it, clean the nipple, so that I don't get any of that old oil in there. I mean grease in there. Clean them up pretty good. Connect it and just use the new grease to flush out the old one. There it comes right there. See how it's coming out? The old grease. It's good enough. Get this one over here. Can't see this one over here very well. There it goes. There you go, it's good enough. Make sure when you guys are done, you wipe that all out. That way it doesn't contaminate the water more than it needs to. Alright, we got the one over here. Same thing, clean it up. There we go. Alright, at this one at the bottom, the last one I just plugged in, you can actually see the water coming out of there. You guys can see it coming out. That's what you want. You want to get all that old grease and water out of there. You want to get that new grease nice and blue and pretty. Just keep pumping it. That should be good enough. All right, on the left side of the engine, you can really see how that old grease was really coming out from that port on the other side that I was pumping into, that nipple. You can really see how nasty it was coming out. Like it was time. It needed to be done. So over here we're gonna get to this guy right there, and we're gonna lubricate all that inside there. Same thing, clean that nipple. see it coming out. When you start seeing blue, like whatever color you guys picked on the grease, but this one's blue. When you guys see blue, it's good enough. All right. I'm still getting stuck. There we go. All right, guys. So from the right side, trim the engine down, and as you trim it down, you're gonna see that other nipple that I was talking about coming up. There it is right there. That's the one I was talking about. That is the hardest one to get to out of the whole entire thing. I have an adapter, it's a 90 degree. I'm gonna go see if I can get the job done. All right, everybody. So to get to that last fitting, it's a little bit hard. So I got this a 90 degree adapter that gets the job done, even though it's not all that good. Here it is. You have to, it's got like a little rubber tip in there. You have to push it into the nipple and hold it, and then connect your greaser to the other side and start pumping. Like I said, it gets the job done, but I don't like it much. But it's the only way. It's the only way that I know how to get in there. It's this 90 degree adapters. So let me get to it. All right, fellas. I don't know how much of it you guys are gonna be able to see, but let me see if I can get to it and get the job done. Oh. Damn it. Didn't get much in there. I got some, came out the back. Didn't get much in there, but I got some. I mean, when I let it go, it just puffed right out. But I got some in there. It's a bad design. One of these days, I'm gonna get a 90 degree nipple and put it in there instead. But I just haven't done it yet. So the last couple of greasing spots we gotta get to are in the engine compartment. So we gotta take the cover off. Here. We just gotta push it up. Well, the last grease fittings are here. There's one here and this one here too, right there. So using this adapter, which is like a needle, it has a little fine tip. You got to put it in there, like so. Hold it down, put some pressure in it, and then using your pump, just pump some grease in there, and it'll grease this whole part in here. So the shaft in here, where this is at, you can tell it's hard. That needs lubrication. So let me get to it. Alright guys, so you attach it to the hose on the greaser. Just pump out a little bit. Here it comes. Whoop. Hold it down. And there it is. You can see it coming up from the bottom. Oh, that got much easier now. Oh yeah. Much better. Alright guys, so this will be in the front. This will be the last one. Let's hold it down. And you can see it coming out. Yeah, that really helped. Alright folks, so this guy was the last one. I don't see any more anywhere else. I'm gonna take a look, see if I forgot any spots, but I think I got them all. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please subscribe. Y'all be safe out there, have some fun, and have a good one.